It's Late Night Whispers on its gorgeous radio, and today I have
Ace.
Ace. Lord, here we go with these names. Is that your real name, Ace?
My real name's Fred.
Thank you, Fred.
Yes,
Fred,
ma'am.
what?
Fred Lincoln.
Okay. Ooh. I ain't gonna go on joking on him. I'm messing with him because he making me late on starting my show at 6, so I'm gonna kind of get into him. All right. So tell me a little bit about you, Ace.
All right. Well, I'm about to be 33 as of next month of February. I have two daughters.
Oh, okay.
They're 9 and 10, Amelia and Liliana. I guess I started when I was younger. Go from there. So I guess I'd started anything when I was younger, about 5, maybe 6 years old. And I always had a knack for talking to people, sometimes talking the head off a little much. And while doing that, I guess I learned that I really wasn't much of a people person. You laughed at that. You're terrible.
Wait until you find out what he does. But go on.
So you know, I didn't have a lot of friends growing up, but I did have a lot of nice people that appreciated the kindness that I had. And I see a lot of that in my kids. So I do notice a lot of it that it came from somewhere.
Okay.
And their mother, and she's a wonderful woman and does a great job with the girls too. So I definitely see that they've gotten it from her too.
Okay.
But so as I was getting older, and then maybe close to 11 or 12, I started going around trying to promote myself more as just a kid trying to work his way, make some money. You know, do something with my life than to sit in the house all day.
Right.
And, you know, there was cutting jobs, grass cutting jobs and stuff like most kids get. But sooner or later, I think I really had a big knack for it when I started a lemonade stand.
Oh.
Yeah.
You did your own lemonade stand?
I know. You see that on TV and
Oh,
stuff.
my
I know. So the deal was, me and my little brother at the time had said, we'd do it half and half, 50-50.
How long
Now,
did that last?
hold up. Well, this is the thing. He wanted 50. I did the 100% of the work. I did the lemonade
That's
making,
usually
I
how
did
it
the
is.
table setting up, and I
That's
did the
usually
work.
how it is.
So my little brother, he got the 50 out of me, but but it is what it is. We're siblings, so we're supposed to take care of each other in the end. So we did. So as I was getting into my teenage years, I sit there and I noticed as I'm serving at a restaurant. It's called Cat and Pat's in St. Mary's County. I was doing some serving there, and I really started seeing more and more that I actually enjoyed doing something. And I've noticed through my life with my parents or my aunts and uncles and their cousins, people just start hating their life because they hate their job. And I never wanted to be one of them people.
Okay.
I wanted to be the kind of person that was able to sit there, go to work, smile, leave work with a smile, that kind of thing. Things people dream of, honestly.
Okay, yeah.
Well, I mean, one of my dreams did come true. Because when I started moving into bartending close to my early 20s, it changed a whole world for me. I noticed, I could be me. If it wasn't
and you can get people fucked.
But see, that's the thing about my bartending. It's not even about getting people messed up. It's about people enjoying themselves. No fights getting started. Everybody going home with a nice buzz. No drinking and driving over the limit. That kind of thing. So, I guess I like creating things. Including, as you can tell, I have 2 kids, so I don't do too bad grading things.
Oh, no, he did not compare the drinks to the kids. Okay.
No.
Ooh,
just the creation.
We better not.
Just the creation.
Hold on. Should I tell people that this is 21 and older? You got to be 21 and older to listen to this conversation that's going on right now. Okay,
yes.
Go on. 21 and older.
So, I think it started around Olive Garden, Rain and Water. Yeah.
They don't make no good drinks at Olive Garden.
It's not that they don't make no good drinks. It's about the
bartenders don't make it. Because they be
right.
pouring. What makes me mad is they pour like it's their liquor. It's not even their liquor. I met him at a spot out in St. Charles County or close to it. And wow, I sat back and said, oh, okay, this is how a drink's supposed to taste. Okay, come on.
So, I started a recipe book. I started,
you did?
Yeah, I have my own recipe. Yeah, I have my own recipe.
Where is this? I can show people.
I'm sorry. Well, I can't have everybody get my recipes. Then they can't be mine no more. I mean, they ain't patented.
No, yeah, you need to patent the book. Yeah.
There's only actually, the way the law goes, you can only patent drinks if it's something 100% new created. So I can't take, let's say, one of my drinks and thing that the Aces Island. Technically, it's originally a Long Island. The only thing I did was change 2 ingredients and replace the 2 ingredients. So
Okay,
technically,
what you do?
so what I do is I take away the sour mix. I hate sour mix.
sour mix.
Oh no! So I worked at a Mexican restaurant, and when they had that powder mix and you mix it together with sugar, it's horrible.
Oh my
And
God.
yeah, it was really bad.
Now I don't want to go to no Mexican
No,
restaurant.
not every Mexican restaurant, and I don't want to just say the name. That's rude, you know.
Right, yeah, that's what I'm
It's not the business. It's
You
not
can tell
about-
me though.
We'll talk later. Yeah, but no, it was just a restaurant I was working at, and the powder mix just wasn't a good sour mix. It could have been just a liquid, but I know as much as anybody being in the business for almost 20 years, you got to go with what's cheapest, honestly, sometimes. So after that, there was no way I could literally serve anybody a drink that was pre-mixed, a drink that was 100% to a corporate standard.
Right. I don't like pre-mixes. Yeah, I've gone to several places and I'm like, no, oh, that's already pre-mixed. I'm good. Now I know the frozen drinks, and I'll usually buy an extra shot because I even believe that that's watered down. It's not like I need to feel the liquor going down my throat.
I understand. So, in the end, I found out that I honestly have the 100 biggest knack for bartending.
Okay.
I love it. I love everything about it. You know, I can sit there if I want to say damn, you know, here and there, and then at the bar or something, you know, it's fine because we're adults. You know, we're all enjoying ourselves. Nobody fights. And one thing I can say, out of almost the 10 years I've been bartending, I've not had one person fight under the influence of the way that I make my drinks.
Okay.
That's just my goal, though.
Oh, that's interesting.
I worked in so many different hole in the wall bars.
Hole in the wall.
Thank you. Or backward bars, I think is what I was trying to say. That you see so many broken bottles on the floor, glasses broken, people outside, black eyes, busted lips, cops show up. It's
what hole in the wall have you been to? Because I've never.
You're a classy woman, okay? I was working at these bars.
What can I say?
You go to the classy places, all right?
I ain't never seen no breaking bottles on the ground.
Yeah,
Wow.
But it's not even about like the seasoned generation. Is how I like to call it. I don't call no way old. This season.
Oh, I know I'm seasoned.
No, yeah, baby.
Very
Your
well
season's just perfect, you know. It's just right.
Don't start no mess. Won't be nothing.
That's right, baby. So the seasoned vets and then, you know, they enjoy themselves. They like to just hang out. But a lot of the times they don't want to go out to most bars anymore because you have all these young folks that go out and the first thing they do, because they don't know how to control their emotions, their drinking, or even the liquor that goes in the system, they want to fight. Well, you looking at my girl? No, I'm just playing pool. What you mean am I looking at you?
That's why I eat and drink. Eat and drink. It's all about eating and drinking.
But you gotta make sure you're well hydrated before you start drinking.
I've never done none of that. But
You
okay.
need to. You gotta make sure some bread on your stomach, you know, something.
Yeah.
So, any questions for me there, Miss Gorgeous?
Oh, see, don't start no mess.
Oh no,
Okay.
no, you want to just throw me out there?
Well, okay. Well, I know you're gonna make a drink, and you have your best friend to bring the stuff in so that we can get that together. Now I met you at a spot, and you seem very personable. You seemed very like you knew everybody that came in there. Wasn't a whole lot of people, but the ones that you knew, you know, they was cool. So what are your goals now? Where are you trying to go to with your bartending skills?
So I've actually recently started my own bartending business. It's a traveling bartending business. I do it for the DMV. I feel like I'm one of the decently priced bartenders that do any kind of traveling bartending. There isn't a lot of at all. You don't really find many, to be honest. But I'm not going to try to say there's none. We'll get a lot of comments saying, "Oh, I'm on," you know, so there are some, but I'm somebody that pushes what I like to do, you know. And one day, I've always dreamed of opening up my own karaoke bar and grill.
Oh,
You know, I love singing. You know, my kids love to sing. I'm very family oriented when it comes to my children. You know, me and their mother, and then we'll take them out, do stuff together, you know, birthdays, etc. And I just want to kind of keep that going for my kids. You know, there's so many bad things going on in the world.
Yes, Lord.
We just need a different generation to come in and grow up with the right things in mind. So family orientation is a big thing that most people don't have anymore. You know, my family is split a lot with anything. I've had a few deaths in my family, including a sibling and stepfather, grandfather, grandmother. Yeah, it happens, and I do appreciate it. But, you know, with that loss, you know, we find something sweeter and nicer in the world. And I think with the sweetness that my brother had given to my kids on top of it, the way that he treated them in the time of absence I wasn't there, I know he taught them just things that they'll never forget, even though they may not remember them now. They're in that brain. So, but I do have DJs that I collaborate with to basically lower your prices down for the weddings, events, parties, birthday parties, anything that you have going on. I do. The DJs that I collaborate with usually are based out of Charles County, St. Mary's, beyond. I think DJ Nate, my friend DJ Jade, and everything in St. Mary's. I do have a bunch of different ones, but we are decent price to where we can kind of like do a bundle.
Okay.
So that way you ain't not spending.
Oh, so a DJ plus your bartending skills.
Right. So
gotcha.
Yeah.
I was confused for a minute.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you good.
Sometimes it can be just a tad bit confusing.
No, you good. You good.
And so, in the end, it's going to save you probably thousands of dollars compared to what you could pay for separately.
Okay.
And I do have a few things here to make one of my drinks.
Now, you said that you bought this at the liquor store. They said that this is supposed to be smoother than Hennessy.
Not smoother. They say actually
now,
better.
Most people know I'm a hen dog in the wintertime and tequila in the summer. So we're going to find out we're going to find out.
All right.
But now, so you have this on wheels. Is it a truck? Is it a bus? Or is it just you and your car and you just go to people's parties? Is that what you're referring to, or what?
Yes. So the way it goes is that it takes a lot more permits, license, and a hell of a lot of hassle from the liquor board to have your own portable bar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, to have your own liquor tap set up, etc. Then you're gonna have a tag for the trailer. It goes on and on. Not really something I'm financially in the ready for if I was to do it, but it's not my goal.
Okay, that's not your girl. Okay.
No, I have seen it. It's very interesting. One of the ladies I knew from middle school down in Charles County, she actually has one, and it's really amazing. She did a great job with it. It was just I think it was an old Snoqualmie trailer or something at one point.
Okay.
But she did a great job with it. But to me, that's already somebody else's idea.
Right.
I want something unique and different.
Okay.
So,
I got you.
What I do is it's cheaper. If I wanted to charge you per drink, you might as well just go ahead and go to a bar.
Okay.
I know this is me being at your party. But it's easier and cheaper if you buy your own liquor.
Mm-hmm.
You hire me to come and pour.
Okay.
I also make fancy menus for your events. I can match the colors up. You just tell me some names or what kind of things you want for the menu. I can set something up so that way each person has a menu for their for the event.
Okay.
Any liquor that's left over obviously stays with whoever bought it. So then you got liquor left over at home. I mean, who doesn't want that, right? Especially the big bottles that I'm expecting you to buy.
Yeah.
And I usually set up a tip jar because the way that I charge isn't very pricey. Okay. So the only thing I expect obviously is the people open bar. You help out the person who bought the liquor and it's paying for the service of the bartender. So it's common decency and thing in my opinion to tip. But that doesn't mean everybody has to tip $20. No, it's not about everybody knowing how to tip. Even $2 a person, they're not drinking one drink. They're coming back for another one.
Right.
So,
and another
I can guarantee the way my drinks taste.
We're going to have a couple of them, huh?
They definitely coming back, no doubt.
Okay.
So,
all right. So now, how are you going to make this work? And I'm only asking. First thing is let people know your name again, your phone number, and how do people get in contact with you?
Okay.
Do that. Make sure that you spell out everything and pronunciate everything so that they can get that. Because we didn't do that at the beginning of the show.
I'm new to this. So.
It's all good. I got you.
So my name is Fred Lincoln. Ace is my nickname. My number is 301-242-1747. I am the DMV's probably only traveling bartender. If you need to get a hold of me, I do have plenty of cards. Again, that was my number. I can repeat it again. I do have a Facebook, but it's my personal Facebook. I haven't set up a business one yet. I'm still working on those things.
Okay.
But I'm usually around. I'm sorry.
It's all good. He's new, and it's cool because we're gonna have you back on here when you 100%. He's about 80% right now, but it's still cool. I like to support people coming, going, getting into it. I like to support people who have been in business for years. So it's don't knock yourself on any level that you're new to doing or being interviewed, because this is just having fun. It's not like anybody's gonna judge you. And if you got something to say, you better call me, because yeah, it's about you and me. So don't be saying anything negative to my people. Okay, go on. So what are you going to make for us today?
All right, so let me go ahead and say a little bit what I got. So this is Davidoff. It's a cognac. They said at the liquor store, since apparently they didn't have Henny in the one liquor store I did find around here.
Look, I told you there was a whole lot.
Look, I looked on H Street. I found one. It was near the dispensary. We ain't gonna talk about that now.
Okay. That's probably why you couldn't find the other ones.
I stopped by this.
Stop.
I stopped by this.
That's what I figured that.
I did. So with stopping by there. This is a good one though. He said it's supposed to be better than Henny. Again, I've been in this business long enough to know I haven't heard nothing that say
anything better than Hennessy or 17 at all.
He even said it was better than Remy.
Child, please.
I mean, I'm gonna point you to the direction of where he's
Yeah, you better.
All right. So we're gonna start with this. What I'm gonna start making is my peach Henny. Do not have the full ingredients that I usually would. I do have enough to make it the way it should taste.
I've never known that was peach.
Well, you know what? I've never actually seen a peach served like this.
Good, because I'm gonna take it home when I go.
That's fine. I don't need it at home.
Oh, okay.
Except putting a little tea, and then I have some lemonade. So I'm gonna go ahead and make these. Hold on, we didn't have that extra glass, did we?
Oh. That's what I did put on.
This is the 80% she was talking about. I'm short the other 20 with the extra tools I don't have at the moment. Leaving from one job to come here. All right, thank you, man. All right,
you can sit on that edge.
So another thing I'm missing is the Grand Marnier. I do like to put it in here.
Oh, we just took a bottle of Grand Marnier out. OMG.
See? Well, I guess I should have said something a little bit sooner, but wasn't expecting liquor to be here at the studio. We
just took that out of here. Where is this now?
I'll say, yeah, if it's right around the corner, shoot, that would definitely work.
I forgot how to spell it. Grand Marnier. He probably won't be able to. We just cleaned out one of our other booths that we had, and we had all type of liquor in there.
Man,
now I'm gonna need some more ice. I'm an ice person. We're gonna taste it without the ice. Everybody's probably wondering who is the third drink for. We shall not mention who that is right now, because he's the next interviewee.
All right.
So how long have you been a bartender?
I've been bartending, give or take, close to almost 10 years now.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna cheers before we you were supposed to say something. Cheers to this better taste better than Hennessy, Remy, or any of my brown cognacs.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. Now for me, I'm more alcoholic-y, so yeah, I need to have a little more brown in here.
And Henny be a lot darker too.
Yeah,
more like a Paul Masson,
that's probably why.
Look, you know,
Right. So what was it that got you into I know that you did the lemonade stand. So was it the lemonade stand you feel that got you into doing bartending? Wow. Bartending, or what do you really feel that got you into doing it?
The bartending itself didn't happen until I started in a restaurant. You know, seeing it wasn't even more about the money. Obviously, the money's always always a hell of a
Yeah.
good part. You know, you make a lot more bartending than actually making drinks than you do serving them to somebody else.
Right.
But I think starting out what maybe into the customer service to begin with that, it was I think the lemonade stand, seeing how many people just came and just grabbed the lemonade
On a hot summer day.
exactly. Yep. People
And
and then you're only looking at 11, 12 years old. I mean, who don't want to buy from a little kid trying to make a little money?
Man, this is what I do. If I'm driving the oldest one of my, because everybody knows I drive old school cars.
Beautiful cars.
Summertime, if I do see a lemonade stand, you know what I do? I get me 2 of those, pour a little bit of the tequila. I really don't care. Pour some tequila. Okay. Because that fresh lemon. But okay.
She's right though. As long as it's the fresh lemons, and they ain't nothing like the fresh lemonade.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yes. Okay, so we're gonna try to get focused back to you. I'm so sorry.
You're good.
Okay, so you was working at Outback. I mean, not Outback, but
Olive Garden.
Olive Garden, because I have not been there so long. That's why I don't have it in my mind. And so was it somebody in particular that you saw making drinks, or what?
Well, there was a woman named Lindy that was working there. Real nice lady, one of the sweetest in the world, you could honestly say. She was a bartender there, also a server, and she was back there making drinks. And I saw how excited she was whenever a drink came up. And then everybody hates certain drinks like pina coladas. Nobody wants to put ice in the blender. I like making them because it's just making something. It's.
But you gotta have a good machine to crush the ice up.
Yeah, blenders work. Most places you'll see a blender, but I think an actual ice machine would be better. Like that crushes it better.
Yes, that's good too.
So, but well, and also the bartenders need to make sure they leave the blender on longer. If they don't have enough in there to where it ends up getting thick, they'll be like, "Oh, okay, it's done." No, you got to add a little more pina colada in there, add a little more
liquor.
pineapple, a little more rum. Right, there you go. And you mean smoothing up a little bit like a shake. One that you can actually drink through a straw, not trying to sit there and go. Like, is this thing gonna come out or what? Like, no.
Yeah, I'll get a brain freeze.
You're trying to get it out, you still can't get it brain freeze. Yep. So, but yeah, I like doing it all. And one thing, I ended up going back there one day and made like a sangria. Made like one that wasn't fermented with the fruit already. So I basically, mashed my fruit up and then muddled it and turned it into another sangria. And I just started watching other people how they bartend. Okay. And I was like, you know what? I think I'd like doing this. The people are right there in my face. I go back to my tables way too many times. They're like, will you leave us alone and let us eat? I'm like, I'm sorry. Just want to make sure your drink was good. Oh, I do need a drink. Here you go. Like, now you need something. Mm-hmm. No, but I feel more comfortable being up close and personal, talking to you a little more, getting to know you better, because, you could be there twice in this week, not come back for 3 weeks. I'll remember you. You could come as a family, be there twice in 1 week, come back in 3 weeks. I might remember you. Okay. It's not that I'm going to forget you personally. I'll always remember a face. Right. But I could say, oh, yeah, John, that's right. Yeah, you was talking about the one time you went on the fishing trip with your grandfather. Or you come back as a family, it's like, yeah, you remember me, right, John? I was talking about the fishing trip. Who? Yeah. Fishing trip. I think I
like going to bars where they remember me. Right. I really like that. And I was telling 2 young girls who's getting ready to start a podcast that I had gone to a very, very nice bar for New York Avenue. And they was having it was a Black group that created called Cupid. If I'm not mistaken, they created a app for single women and men, but more on a little bit of a status level. And once people started to find out that they didn't have to pay for $17.28, and we all know that that's not cheap, and the food, people were barely tipping before, and now you find out that you don't have to pay for no food or no drinks, and you still giving $1. So this one guy, and I just have an issue with it. That's the only reason why I'm talking about it. But this one guy, I saw him several times, and every time I saw him, I said, "So are you going to tip?" And I saw him pull out the $1. So the guy that was making my drinks, I said, here's $60. Now, some people said to me, "Oh, you think you're all of that?" No, it's not that I thought that I was all of that. This man is really trying to take care of everybody in here. and nobody's tipping him. I hate that. I was raised that, excuse me, that if you go out, have money. Don't go out and not have no money. I've been so many places and I see people get $15, $20 drinks and $1.
Yep.
Like, what the what?
So when I had worked at Hunt's Tavern down in Charles County, there would be a few people that came in, actually a lot of people, and they end up tipping, literally get a drink would be $10, $1. No. See, if you was getting like $3, $4 drinks and you want to tip $1, cool. I mean, that's even a little more than I expect, but still $10. And then you come and get 3 drinks, you got $30. You still think $1 okay? No, like people
So
live
what's
off of this.
what is the? I know because most of the time I think you all of the minimum wage came up a little bit, but at one point it was like 2 something.
It's $3.63. It came up
wow. And that's why I would never be a bartender. And I have a club at 705H. No, I'm not gonna be a bartender. But yeah, so give me, and I know there's not like that'd be something that you should do. Create a protocol call or something where people, if I spend $10, how much should I at least tip?
So a lot of the times they do have it on receipts at most restaurants or bars. They'll sit there and they'll put at the bottom 15%, 18%, 20%, and they'll tell you the dollars of what it is and then what your total will be at the end. That's cool and all. It's just, I think more people in the world need to get the knowledge of this is a real job. Bartending and serving is just as much as you going into the Pentagon doing work. Mm-hmm. You going into your studio doing work. Mm-hmm. We're making money. We're supporting our families. We're trying to take care of our kids and take care of our bills and our lives. What's it not a job?
But I feel like people think that because, and this is just me thinking out the box, that, well, you choose this job, so whatever you get is whatever you get.
And somebody had made a comment, actually a person I had worked with in Brandywine, their cousin had wrote on a comment on something on Facebook, and it was her cousin. And she said that when I go to a place to eat, I don't tip them like that. You chose the job, you chose in life. Mm-hmm. You should ask for more pay. See, the $3.63 is a minimum wage because of how much we get tipped for serving, for making drinks, for doing all the hassle shit that we can't allow actual customers to do. Because let's just be real, not everybody out there knows how to keep a clean house. So you think they're going to keep a clean floor, tables, know how to wash dishes? You can't do a whole. That would be an interesting restaurant, though.
I get that.
Basically, you come. You got somebody else make your food. Yeah, you got somebody else make your food, but you come get your own food. You sign away, dog. We can't do all that.
Shoot, I can make my own damn drink because I be.
No, that's another thing. Can't let everybody make their own drink. I know what your drinks are like.
But I get it when it was. Then you got places that don't have that bracket on any receipts, and it is sometimes hard. You don't know because like. I'll go to American Legion. They don't have to know which one, and they probably know which one I've gone to. Really don't care. And I'll see people order a drink, and they get whatever the change is, and they leave it. I'll be like, damn, did y'all just leave 60 cents?
Yep.
What the hell? What? Yep. What am I would be like, so that's why I know that this chick right here, Sunshine, will not work at a bar. Because I would throw the money back at you. Can't do that because I know me. I'd be like, what the fuck? Take that change with you.
Well, then you got the places like I used to work at O'Brien's Seafood, Oyster and Seafood Bar in Annapolis.
I've heard of that place.
Oh, it's a great place and things seafood wise, the bar wise, and then they have DJs and stuff on the weekends. It's really fun. I have to check that out. Straight on Main Street too. You can't beat that. But while working there,
across from Buddies.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, because I was at Buddies the other day.
Yeah, the crab place, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Lord.
Yeah. So while being there, it was. Hold on, wait, what was that? See, I don't drink a lot, especially my own drinks for specific reasons. The memory loss.
We were talking about drinking and making the drinks.
Right, the money, the tipping.
The money, yeah.
At O'Brien's and it was easy there making good money.
Okay, no more drinks.
No more drinks for me taken away. So there, you got seafood that's high priced. You know what I mean? No plates under $10, even their brunch, but it's amazing food. Brunch is amazing there too.
No, I'm gonna check them out.
People are always gonna leave $5 on a $10 plate. No problem. You know, but that's because they come there a lot. You know, right on Main Street, a lot of the people that work at the other shops, they come there. You know, we take care of them. So they'll always leave 30% or more.
Mm.
The only thing I expect when I work at a restaurant, the only I've expected for 20 years, is if you would get great service, you don't really need to ask for anything except, okay, oh, I forgot to ask them for butter. And you stop another server. That's not really the server's fault. You chose to ask somebody else. But other than that, you don't, you know what I mean, I come by with a new refill, etc. I give you outstanding service. All I expect is 20%. Why? Because 20% to me is a minimum.
Okay.
I mean, 18% for just a little less than great service. And I mean, honestly, I don't really deal with bad service when I go.
Right.
I know what I expect. I know what people expect. So when I get bad service, I ask for a different server, and I do try to get the server pointers. Now, do anybody really take pointers from a random person trying to tell them how to do their job? No. But the point is that just when you say it, everybody's mind is still a sponge. They're still going to soak it up. And someday it's going to come eating back at the wall, and it's going to knock and say, hey, you remember me? You need to learn.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, they should have higher percentages on each receipt, in my opinion.
Right.
Just because people don't, you know what I mean, tip the way they should. Right. So if I do and have my restaurant opened up in, say, 10 years, which is a goal, then I will have an actual standard. You are to tip or it will be taken out. And by it being up there, it's already known to the customer that, you know what I mean, you will be charged the 20% if you don't leave the 20%. Either way, the server deserves what they deserve.
Right.
And I'm, you know what I mean, I've seen a lot of young people, older people, some people who just can't keep up with the pace. And not surely sure how it would all go down, but karaoke bar and grill, it sounds like three things that everybody loves in a way. So I think people will start understanding life in a different way when it comes to that point. Seeing that, you know, people deserve the money that they earn. I've worked a lot of jobs and gotten messed over a lot of times. Didn't get the pay that I should. So I just feel like everybody deserves what they work for.
And I understand that. You got me stuck on O'Brien's now to check that spot out. Wow.
If you like
that's
oysters,
all I'm thinking about, seafood.
If you like the oysters, that's the place to go. They got a decently priced there.
Oh, my God. Because I wondered why there wasn't a lot of people in Buddy's the other Sunday when I went. So everybody's going to O'Brien's.
If it's before 2 o'clock, they over there eating brunch.
Wow.
Their Monte Cristo. Ooh. Oh yeah, it's got egg, ham, sweet, like French toast.
Stop.
It was one of my favorite breakfast sandwiches there, as you can tell. So
okay, so what's going to make you different than anybody else that may have the same type of business that you do?
The difference between me and somebody else is that I'm me. There's only one Ace, one Fred in the world. You know, I'm a very unique person. I think about all people's emotions or all people's cares, you know, what's going on in the world. You know, I have 2 daughters that I'm trying to raise in a messed up world. And I don't want them to ever think that this person is better than that person. We are all equal. We are all the same. And that's how they treat everybody right now. And that's how I would treat my business. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have employees in the office hanging out with my managers and thinking that's okay, or sitting out on the tables where customers are coming in. Oh, I'm at that table, but there's people sitting there. Why are the workers sitting out there? You know, there should be a space for that. You know, a little waiting room. Like back when I worked at McDonald's when I was 16, we had an actual room, lockers, table. We ate our lunches. An actual lunchroom. Yeah.
Oh wow.
You don't get that nowhere no more. That McDonald's was there. It's now Golden Corral in St. Mary's, but. You know, there was an actual sitting place. You know, you want to play on your phone, no customer can see you on the phone back there.
Yeah, you get around because you went there and then St. Mary's.
Oh yeah, I've been around.
Yeah, you've been around the block a few times.
Hey. Only for the right dollar.
Ooh, Lord, you don't talk about dollars.
I'm not asking for the right dollar, but dollar can be anything as long as you put some zeros on the end.
So what? Okay, so what's a signature drink that you can tell the people that you would like everybody to try if they have it at home? And okay, first answer that question. I have 2 questions, but first answer that question. What would be a signature drink that the lame upon lame can create by themselves?
The lame upon lame, huh? Mm-hmm. Okay, so the simplest of people in the world. Okay, So if you want to use this, for example, peach Henny. My peach Henny, and this is all trademark. You can't be using this at any kind of place. I'm just letting everybody know. So this is going to have 1 shot of Henny. Well, excuse me, 0.75 of Henny.
Ain't nobody got them little things, so let's just pour. Tell us how to pour.
All right.
Oh my
you
God.
Pour yourself enough Henny that you can stand. All right. Then you want to get some peach puree, not this peach syrup. I didn't really like this too much, but peach puree. It's an actual syrup. Pour yourself a little bit in there, not too sweet. It just depends on how you like it. Then get yourself some peach schnapps. Everybody knows what peach schnapps is. And I would say just like, 2-second pour kind of thing. Okay. And I'll keep hitting the mic. Okay. And then get do a little bit of the Grand Marnier, about a half a shot of Grand Marnier. Again, whatever you can withstand, but you don't want to make it too much because the burn is not what you want. You want to be
you want to be nice and smooth.
Right. And then lemonade. I like Dole lemonade, like DOLE, Dole lemonade, but
like we did not know how to spell.
Some people don't know how to smell Dole. Don't play. They really don't.
Okay.
You talking about simple? I'm simple. I'm simple.
That was not simple.
That was really.
All
simple.
you had to do was just say some Grand Marnier, some Hennessy. Child, and that was good enough for me.
My drinker, you was one. I know that Grand Marnier and Hennessy is all you need.
That was all I needed. And a little bit of lemonade.
Well, the lemonade. So either way, you do that. You give it a nice little toss, you shake with some ice, and pour it in your glass.
Ooh,
that literally when I was working at the place when I met you, that was the drink. Everyone had loved doing order.
Right.
Anybody that came in and said Henny anything on their hats or shirts, something.
That was what
they tore it up. I mean, I went through 2-3 bottles of Henny that one night.
Now I noticed that they have a lot of and I'm gonna slow this down to an end. They have these drinks now that's like vodka and tequila together. Hennessy. Like I saw a drink the other day. I watched His and Hers, according to him and her. Oh my God, that show was awesome. I don't sleep well, so it's like 3:00 in the morning. I watch it. He had whiskey, vodka, and I went and bought it. I bought the whiskey, the 151, the vodka, the stuff like that, but red.
The Grand Marnier. Woo! I mean, I'm sorry, Grenadine. Excuse me, Grenadine.
Now I didn't measure. I'll just.
Sound a little strong.
And I did it early in the morning.
Oh no!
I did it like about 10, 11. Yeah, I took a long nap.
I would too.
I'm checking out these drinks that are made, and I can't think of anybody's name off the top of my head, but there are drinks that you buy in a bottle like this, that has vodka and
like
tequila.
The Long Island iced tea ones they made.
No. This is their drink. It's a combination of Hennessy. I'm just thinking of something, but Hennessy and vodka. I can't think of the different names, but there's liquors that have two liquors combined. They created it together. And if I had thought about it, I would have brought one because I had bought one of those bottles. And there's a whole lot of them like that. Ooh, it's like a Long Island kind of already connected together.
But without the actual mixing.
Without the mixing.
The liquor
but that's how they made it. They made it together.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
Basically already mixed up. You ain't got to worry about buying 4 separate bottles.
Right.
Well, they don't buy those in the restaurant industry or a bar industry. So, you got to have separate. Nobody wants all that mixing stuff unless they ask you for it. So, I'll definitely have to check into that, though, for future reference.
So, tell everybody again how they get in contact with you and all that good jazz.
So, again, my name is Fred Lincoln. Ace is my nickname. My number is 301-242-1747. You can hit me up at any point in time for weddings, events, parties. You could have 15 friends over and just want somebody to pour, so you ain't got to. I'm still there. Give you a decent price. Also, if you set me up with 2 new gigs, I give you half of your flat rate back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So.
Oh, sucky now.
I basically look out for everybody, and if it's not the best service and drinks in the DMV, all 3 area, all right, I will give you 50% of your flat rate back. Also, no, I'm sorry, that's 100%.
Okay, y'all listening to this? Say that again, so everybody hear that.
Says it right on my card. I said so. If it's not the best service and drinks in the DMV area, I give you 100% back of your flat rate. Now,
well,
whatever.
I need my flat rate back. 'Cause this
No.
joint sucks.
You said it was good. All right, it's recorded.
All right. Well, I appreciate you coming today. It's Late Night Whispers on this gorgeous radio, and I'm Sunshine. And if you have a business, if you want to talk about business, or you just want to be on the show, hit me 202-510-2199. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and whatever you think it's on, it's on. Love, peace, and hair grease. Mwah.